1, 2, 3, let's go.
Wednesday afternoon. Oh,
defied that in some ways is Jordan Henderson, who was obviously Liverpool captain for some years, went off to Saudi. I don't think he settled there. I don't think his family did, so he came back. Of course, he plays for Brentford, and very effectively. I watched him last night against Wolves, and it's not like he's left puffing, out of breath too much. He's up there, he's fit, and players can maintain their fitness these days. I think footballers are encouraged to, and they're monitored to have the right nutrients, to eat properly. The exercise obviously has to be good, not to have the blowouts alcoholic wise or food wise that used to be the case in football. Probably still is sometimes, but they have such a hectic schedule for the most part, the number of games. Adam Alton was saying recently he thinks teams can play 3 games a week, which is what it's been a lot for Palace and other teams. 3 games a week is tough. They can do it physically, but maybe mentally is where it's tougher, and which is why you need a squad, rotation system when you're perhaps playing in Europe as well. So players can go on, but there must come a point, as with Kyle Walker, where they think, actually, I'm going to cut back. I don't want to. The stresses now of playing for my country. He's done it for a long time. He's been a great servant of England, great footballer. So it does come to a point where the clock catches up with you.
Yeah, that's true. Now, there's this bit of a rumor, because we did mention him earlier on, Michael Olise of Bayern Munich. Now it says Real Madrid are interested in Michael Olise, but Bayern Munich have no intention of selling the winger. Florentino Perez is said to be a big admirer and could be ready to launch a €160 million bid to test Bayern's resolve. That's So Bayern Munich is happy at Bayern Munich. We imagine.
Yeah. He's at Bayern Munich. Yeah,
because he's got what's his name?
Harry Kane.
He's got a Hurricane there, so they work hand in hand. Now, would he be a good fit at Real Madrid, considering that we have, because this guy is a winger. Is he a winger?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, he's a winger. Now, what winger do we have in that plays the same side that he plays on? I think we're talking about Vinicius Junior then, aren't we?
And I think he may have had other issues lately, but they think his form has dropped off a little bit. So it wouldn't surprise me if Real Madrid go for Michael Olise. His numbers this season in terms of goals, I think he, up until a week or so ago, he had 17 goals, which for a winger rather than an out-and-out striker is pretty good. So yeah, he's one of the best wingers in the world, and it wouldn't surprise me. And the amount, that you quoted, 160 million euros, is probably in the ballpark that he would command. I don't think he would go for much less than that. Whether Bayern Munich would accept that. Sometimes money does talk, and they might say, yeah, we'll cash in, because they didn't pay anything like that to Palace when they bought him. But he's a great footballer. He always was at Crystal Palace, and we were very sad to see him go. Another of our great players who we get. I think we got him from Reading a few years ago. He was on his way up. He blossomed at Palace, and of course went to Bayern, and now he's in demand. And good for him. Great footballer. Strange.
say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on the show.
And good for him. Great
Yeah,
footballer.
rightly
Strange celebrations. I said earlier, he scores. I don't know whether he's any different now, but he would just sort of stand there stony faced, and you think, come on, the crowd's going mad, the players go out, but he wouldn't be shifted from that kind of. I don't know. Maybe it was some sort of an emotional response that got him. But anyway, he's a great footballer, and I wouldn't be surprised if that money releases him from Bayern to Real Madrid. What player really doesn't want to go to Real Madrid? That's the point.
Yeah, they're a big club, aren't they? Now, just digressing a little bit. I saw Mateta play at the weekend. And I thought, oh, that's Mateta. But he's still not in form, is it? What do you make of him?
No, he's not. I mean, of course, he's gone through it. He's gone through a lot these last couple of months, and he, in a way, put the fans through a lot. During the window in January, he made it clear out of the blue that he really wanted to go to transfer within the next 10 days. In other words, 10 days to the end of the window, which kind of annoyed quite a lot of the fans because, when he first came to us a few years ago, he wasn't very good. You have to say that. He would come on or he'd start sometimes, and he just looked a bit ineffective, which he was. But then last season, like some of the other players, he came good, and he was good. He scored quite a few goals. He was much more of a sharpshooter than he has been this season. But he was good last season, and of course he clearly had a big personality. He loved scoring goals. He loved the fans. He loved the club, and the other players sort of, they when I say tolerated him, he was always shouting, going back to the dressing room or coming out, and they all sort of raised their eyes. But he was a very popular guy, very friendly to all new players that come in and so on. But this season, it hasn't been the same. Something has changed. And then we heard, I think 2 or 3 months ago, that he's been carrying an injury, possibly a knee injury, but that wasn't bad enough to get sorted, apparently. And people thought, well, maybe that's why he's not been up to the form he was last season. But anyway, when all this stuff blew up, he wanted to go, and so he wasn't playing in the team. And in fact, he had a medical, didn't he? For I can't remember which team it was now. Was it somewhere in Italy? I think it was one of the Milans, perhaps. They did a medical up to a certain point, and it was at the point where they wanted some more tests, but they decided they weren't going to do those because whether they thought, well, he may just not be fit enough. So that fell through, which is why then he was kind of landed back at the club, and we subsequently heard after more investigation he wasn't going to.
Say hello to old Mimi, Dr. Gladys and Rose, 3 beautiful ladies who join us on our shows. There's one other bro, sometimes joins us on